There's a magical place, we're on our way there, with toys in the millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
This is breaking overnight. Toys R Us filing for liquidation and planning to close its doors after nearly 70 years.
The shutters are down. A retail era has ended.
For many who grew up in the 80s and 90s, Toys R Us was the go-to destination for children's shopping. This once beloved children's brand has had a wild and tumultuous journey, marked by closures, bankruptcy, and recent attempts at a comeback in 2023. As the iconic toy store reopens its doors inside select Macy's department stores across the U.S. after years of absence,
Toys R Us is back, just in time for the holidays.
Toys R Us is back!
It's an ideal opportunity to examine the factors that led to the downfall of this once celebrated toy company. Founded in 1948 by Charles Lazarus, after he returned from World War II.
Children's Bargain Town for huffy boys or girls 20-inch dragster. Bargain Town's low everyday price, $28.87. Toys R Us. Bargain Town, Bargain Town, Bargain Town.
Toys R Us started as a baby goods and furniture store called Children's Bargain Town in Washington, D.C. In the following years, the baby company expanded into toys and officially adopted the name Toys R Us in 1957.
I don't want to grow up on a toys record.
Over the next 2 decades, Toys R Us played a significant role in putting iconic toys on the map for American youngsters, such as Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer, and there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head.
The company was also known for bringing big names in for promotional events or philanthropic work, such as NBA Hall of Famer Magic Johnson. In 1983, Toys R Us expanded its empire by launching a clothing store spin-off called Kids R Us. At first, the brand experienced steady growth, but the rise of e-commerce and competition from big box stores such as Walmart and Target started to take a toll on the business. This was because retailers like Walmart could afford to offer steep discounts on toys because they had a diverse array of revenue streams, extending well beyond the toy category, giving them significant leverage over both the Toys R Us and Kids R Us's niche-focused approach. These retailers began to offer more competitive prices than Toys R Us. The appeal of one-stop shopping and more affordable options gradually attracted customers away from specialized stores, such as Toys R Us. Although price competition from major retailers like Walmart, Amazon, and Target has undeniably contributed to Toys R Us's struggles, some experts place the blame primarily on the company's management.
Also, the consumer has changed so much. Kids spend way more time playing online video games. So there you have games that are digitized, so you don't have to go to a Toys R Us store for those. And in addition, the shopping experience, the process has moved online. And Toys R Us hasn't been the strongest in that area. And competitors like Amazon, Walmart, and Target have been very strong online. So those also added to the difficulties.
According to them, Toys R Us has been unsuccessful in modernizing its business model, integrating technology, and responding to evolving consumer preferences. Toys R Us postponed its reckoning through a $7.5 billion leverage buyout in 2005 by private investors. This decision to keep the company afloat only added further debt to their balance sheet, and without solving the real problem at heart, they had to close down 180 of its 800 stores in the US and all of its stores in the UK. Mark Hohen, a former retail executive, had this to say on the matter.
Toys R Us, irrespective of the competition that they faced from the discounters, which came from out of nowhere and sort of took away their superstore status, they are guilty of serial mismanagement over the years. The stores were overlarge, they were very poorly merchandised, they were just jammed full of inventory. Service levels were near non-existent. It's an extraordinarily trend-sensitive business with enormous issues of service and supply. The lead times are daunting. So this is an industry that has been struggling for years. Independent toy stores have been closing for years. Toys R Us is the last man standing, if you will.
This poor shopping experience did not entice busy consumers, who would rather grab a toy from Target while browsing through an aisle of necessities like groceries and school supplies. Instead of focusing their efforts on reinventing themselves to be more attractive to current consumers, they were still trading on the view that it was the center of the universe for the toy industry, which was simply no longer true. Soon enough, Toys R Us bit the bullet on its centralized brand and went into a 10-year partnership with Amazon, where it paid the e-commerce giant $50 million a year and a percentage of sales to Amazon's exclusive seller of toys and baby products. This was a temporary success for the toy store, but had serious consequences for the Toys R Us brand. They no longer had their online presence. Instead, when a customer tried to visit toysrus.com, they were redirected to Amazon. Although it was a temporary boost for Toys R Us revenue, Amazon decided to add more merchants to their toys category, including Toys R Us competitors. This slowly tarnished Toys R Us's control of their market. In response, Toys R Us sued Amazon and won. This ultimately ended the deal, but as a result, Toys R Us lost its main attraction, which was built around offering the lowest prices and best assortments, which Amazon finally dominated. Toys R Us filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2017.
There is a bankruptcy hearing scheduled for this afternoon, and there is actually a possibility that somebody could buy these stores and keep them open, and that's because some analysts think that a smaller version of Toys R Us might be successful.
Unable to find a buyer to refinance its mounting debt, the company eventually shuttered and liquidated all 700-plus stores in an emotional farewell. In 2019, True Kids brand purchased Toys R Us, attempting to revive the brand with holiday pop-up shops and a relaunched website. However, the coronavirus pandemic hit in-store sales hard, causing once another hit to the Toys R Us brand with the closure of the last 2 remaining U.S. stores in 2021. In August 2022, Toys R Us announced its latest comeback, opening store shops at Macy's around the country. While the brand is a shadow of what it once was, this new chapter offers hope for the iconic toy store's future. The wild history of Toys R Us serves as a reminder of the ever-changing retail landscape and the power of beloved brands to rise from the ashes. If you want to build a brand today and keep up with the evolution of retail commerce, be sure to check out Krepling, where you can have a 360-degree view of your growth and have the tools to compete with some of the bigger players in your industry. Click the link below to get started. Until next time, good luck on your entrepreneurial journey.